Shogun is a masterpiece.
It's true.
I certainly try to avoid hyperbole on my channel, and those who have watched me for a long time know that I certainly struggle to attach to modern day media. With that being said, the FX series, now streaming on Hulu, has quickly taken my attention and revealed itself to be a formidable miniseries that ranks among the greatest in all of television. Before continuing on, please check out my new channel, Movie Tots. This is a continuation of Lost and Found, where Pop Tot and I dissect films that both bombed and were poorly received. We are already 10 episodes in, and it's been a total blast, ranging from gems like The A-Team to the not-so-awesome Stealth.
I gotta go pee-pee.
Go over, subscribe, and check out a few episodes. Shogun is a fictional historical drama series created by Rachel Kondo and Justin Marks. They're a couple with not so much on their belt besides Marks' work on some not so great things like the sequel Street Fighter movie as well as The Jungle Book. He was credited with the story for Top Gun Maverick, as well as showrunner and creator credits on the short-lived series Counterpart. The series is based on the 1975 novel by James Clavell that takes place during feudal Japan in the 1600s. The book was also previously adapted into a miniseries that came out in 1980 under the same name that starred Richard Chamberlain. Unfortunately, my knowledge to both is extremely limited, but the praise around the novel is otherworldly, and I do plan on reading it sometime soon. Shogun kicks off with English sailor Jack Blackthorne risking his life and his other English brethren to find the lands of Japan. However, he quickly stumbles onto a culture that will redefine how he sees the world, and one that, despite its immense prowess, is on the brink of civil war. At the forefront is Lord Toranaga, who is one of the 5 regents fighting for control after the death of the Emperor of Japan. The series is an immense piece of media. Just picture the most hearty steak with a big juicy potato and mac and cheese. It's loaded from top to bottom in just about everything. It's dramatic, it's tense, it has top tier acting, oh shit action set pieces, incredible world building, formidable fascinating characters, and a familiar but different world.
If you really think our world is a hint of civilization,
the first episode of Shogun is a building block, one that admittedly made me a bit unsure of what it had to offer. It was interesting, it's beautiful to look at, and the production design is unrivaled, but it didn't quite connect. That was until episode 2, where the beautiful storytelling backed by wonderful direction made me say, oh, I get it.
Yes. Though I won't know for sure till I'm dead.
I've said this numerous times on Lost and Found, that one of my things to look for in a great series or great movie is the ability to pick out any character and justify why they may be the best. Shogun is another series like that. The show focuses heavily on Blackthorne, the English pilot known quickly as the Anjin, and oftentimes as a barbarian, as he is the peek behind the curtain of the culture we all really don't know or understand. His character is forced to assimilate to survive, but in doing so unlocks beauty and understanding unmatched to what he has seen in his previous life.
Pouring women to injured guests. And you yourself insinuating that I would have an interest in casual buggery.
Cosmo Jarvis plays Blackthorne with much conviction and oftentimes with his vulnerability that feels like a man constantly fighting for his own life.
I fought too long, too hard to get here. I won't succumb to this madness. I can't.
The series' main selling point, the man on the front of the poster, Lord Toranaga, is brilliantly harnessed by Hiroyuki Sanada. Sanada is regal, intimidating, sincere, intelligent, and somehow vulnerable as well. Each scene Sanada's in, your eyes gravitate towards and you just cannot look away. Oftentimes, at most, he might have a scene or two in one episode, but the effect ripples through. It should also note that he has immense hands-on with the production, and this very much feels like a love child to this era as well as this piece.
面白いですね。常にそのものづくりに関われてるというのは。
One cannot talk about this incredible cast without talking about the standout, which is Anna Soe, who plays Mariko. I'll be honest and say I've never heard about her prior to the show. Mariko is a highborn woman shrouded in a dark history that haunts her. She's the right hand to Toranaga, but most importantly to the plot is the interpreter to Blackthorn.
I would advise against speaking out of turn. Oh, and you will please address me as Mariko-sama.
Several times throughout the series, the film direction crafts this wonderful back and forth through Mariko that allows Japanese and English to bounce back and forth. It's genius.
もうずつ積んでおいてか。
My ship contains letters of marque from the rulers of a nation called Holland.
And easily takes the cake over the hunt for the Red October in terms of dealing with the language barrier.
Armageddon. And the seventh angel poured forth his bowl into the air, and a voice cried out from heaven, saying,
Mariko is just an awesome character, and her beauty provides a break in this bleak atmosphere.
Still, you must look forward to going home. To be reunited with your family at least.
On reflection, Shogun provides a lot to think about. As I look through my favorite media of all time, quite a few miniseries rank at the top. Band of Brothers was this epic and emotional depiction of World War II through the eyes of young men forced into the ugliness of the most deadly war mankind has ever known.
Captain Sobel?
Major Winters?
Captain Sobel. We salute the rank, not the man.
John Adams, another historical epic, put us behind the men who forged the United States, revealing a behind-the-scenes look that endeared us to the Founding Fathers while providing plenty of flaws to see.
My son is a mere rage of fact, blood and beast!
Go on, Father. Rage.
Recently, Chernobyl, the disaster epic, pushed the boundaries of dramatic television with some of the greatest acting I've ever seen. The nuclear disaster that scarred a country left bigger wounds on the men who worked so deeply to try to understand and reveal the causes behind it.
We're asking for your permission to kill 3 men.
Shogun, like the other 3, is in the same vein. It's a historical epic built around flawed human beings that reveal themselves to be advantageous, sometimes heroic, and sometimes incredibly selfish. It's beautifully shot and wraps you around like a Snuggie that says for an hour, "No, Nader Tot, you're mine." And I humbly say, yes, Shogun. Its performances are incredible, and the drama when it hits like all the others I mentioned. It's a masterpiece in filmmaking, and if you're not watching it, I don't know what you're doing. Hopefully watching one of my videos, and that would be pretty cool. Yep, and after all this food talk and talking about a Snuggie, I got some Shogun to watch. I'll see you guys on the next one.